So what if you could build an AI-powered web app in, like, the time it takes to make a cup of coffee? I know, it sounds crazy. For most of us, the gap between a great idea and a working app is, well, it's a huge chasm. Let's see how we can close that gap.
I mean, we've all been there, right? You get this flash of inspiration for an amazing app, but then reality hits. You think about all the coding, the servers, the setup, and suddenly your brilliant idea feels impossible. Yeah, the old way was a slog. It meant weeks, maybe months of coding, expensive servers, just a whole complex mess. But the new way, the AI Studio way, we're talking minutes to get a prototype up and running, it's free to start, and you do it all with plain English. This is a complete game changer for creators.
So what's this magic tool that makes it all possible? It's Google AI Studio. The best way to think of it is like your own personal AI workshop, and it's right there in your browser. It's this amazing playground where you can experiment with Google's most powerful AI models without having to be some kind of hardcore developer.
So at its core, Google AI Studio is a free web-based platform for, and this is the key phrase, rapidly prototyping. And the trick is that you build everything using natural language, just plain English. It gives you this direct line to super powerful models like Gemini without writing a single line of code.
Okay, so how does it actually work? Let's walk through the process of taking a simple idea and turning it into a real, functional, shareable app. You're about to see that huge barrier between a concept and a creation just completely vanish.
The whole thing, and I'm not kidding, is just 3 steps. First, you describe your idea. Second, AI Studio literally generates all the code for you. And third, you deploy the app with 1 click. That's it. Let's break that down because it's pretty wild.
So step 1, it could not be simpler. You go to the prompt docs and you just type out what you want your app to do. You just talk to it, something like, hey, create an app that generates marketing slogans based on a product description.
And then, this is where the magic happens. AI Studio just gets to work. It does all the heavy lifting for you. In literally seconds, it takes your description and spits out all the code. The front end, the back end, everything, all neatly organized.
And then for the grand finale, you click 1 button and it deploys your app straight to Google Cloud. Instantly, you have a secure, scalable web app with a link you can share with anyone. This isn't just some toy mock-up. It's a real, working product.
Okay, so you can build an app. That's amazing. But how do you make the AI do exactly what you want? To get those really good, really predictable results, you need to get good at what we call the art of the prompt.
It really all boils down to one simple but super powerful idea. The quality of your output totally depends on the quality of your input. You put garbage in, you get garbage out. Crafting those really effective inputs is called prompt design, and it's how you really take control of the AI.
So here's a classic mistake a lot of people make. They use what's called a zero-shot prompt. This is where you give the AI a task with 0 examples, like just saying, classify this text. The model has no idea what you mean. Classified by sentiment, by topic, it has to guess, and your results are going to be all over the place.
Now just look at the difference with a few-shot prompt. Here, we give it clear instructions. Classify as positive or negative. And then, crucially, we give it a couple of examples. By showing the model exactly what a good answer looks like, you get way more accurate and reliable results. It's a night and day difference.
All right, this next part is super important. AI Studio is free to start, which is incredible for prototyping. But once you start building for real, you're going to face a critical choice between the free and the paid tiers, and you really need to understand the difference.
Okay, so you've got cost differences and different rate limits, sure. But the most important distinction, the one people often miss, is data privacy. This is the big one.
Look, on the free tier, Google uses your prompts, your files, whatever you upload to improve its AI models. And that data might even be reviewed by human beings. But if you switch to the paid tier, Google guarantees your data is never used for training. It's yours and yours alone.
So this creates a really simple rule of thumb for you to follow. The free tier is awesome for experimenting and for using public data. But the very second you start using private or sensitive information, you need to be on the paid tier. No exceptions.
Okay, now that we've got the practical stuff out of the way, let's get back to the fun part, the possibilities. Now that all these old barriers have been just torn down, what can you actually create? Honestly, it's pretty much anything you can dream up.
I mean, you could build tools to summarize dense research papers, draft perfectly worded professional emails, or even generate entire marketing campaigns with copy and images. Or you could build analytical tools to debug code, create personalized learning assistants,
or even builds powerful internal tools to make your team more productive.
But here's the real kicker, the thing that changes everything. This tech completely changes the speed of innovation. You can have an idea in the morning and be testing it with real users by the end of the day, not waiting until the end of the quarter. That speed is the real power here.
The tools are here. They are more accessible than they have ever been in history. The distance between what's in your imagination and a real, working product has never been shorter. Your next great idea is literally one prompt away. So the only question left is, what are you going to build?